Namaste. I, Simran Kaushal, welcome everyone on the brand new episode of Science Bits only on Bharata First. This season is all about science, which is simplified in a short, crisp, and a unique manner by the experts. This platform provides a unique opportunity to explore your scientific temper and skills. Science Bits involves explanation of the topics ranging from the recent trends and developments in the field of science and technology to the discussion of the previous year questions and potential concepts which are important from the perspective of competitive exams. Let your curiosity out and ask questions through a form whose link has been provided in the description box below. Do make use of this opportunity. Now, I would like to introduce to a science expert, Dr. T.V. Venkateshwaran, who is here with us to answer the questions. Dr. T.V. Venkateshwaran is a senior scientist at Vigyan Prasar, New Delhi. He is also founder of India Science Wire. So, the first question for today is,
What is GMI? Are there any initiatives related to GMI in India?
GMI is a Global Methane Initiative. A global methane initiative. It's a voluntary international partnership that is bringing together national governments, private sector, development banks, NGOs, and different stakeholders into a collaboration, which has its goal, number one, to reduce methane gas emission so that the methane gas doesn't get into our atmosphere. Second, recover methane, whether it is produced naturally or otherwise, and use it as a clean energy source. So if you are actually going to use methane as an energy source, that would mean that the methane will burn and no longer it will be methane. So it means that it will not be able to pollute the atmosphere. That's the background idea. If you look at the world, many countries are a part of this partnership. India is also a member of this partnership. Mostly African countries are still not part of it. Some of the European countries are also not part of it, but many of the Asian countries and American continent, they are all members of this global initiative. Methane, chemically it's called as CH4. It has one carbon and four hydrogen linked into the bond. So that's how it is. And if you look at the methane emission has been increasing in the last decades. Various sources of anthropogenic methane emissions have been identified, meaning that people induce because of our action the methane coming up. For example, the cattle releases methane. Rice cultivation releases methane. Manure releases methane. Biomass releases methane. When you are extracting oil and gas, methane comes out and then methane is actually released into the atmosphere. Okay, of course you burn, that's what you see it as a flame, but then not the whole methane is burnt. I mean, there is a good amount of methane that escapes and then goes into the atmosphere. Coal mining, many of these things are also leaving the methane in the atmosphere. Now, if you look at the global warming effect, okay, yeah, methane will spend in the atmosphere roughly for about 12.4 years. After 12.4 years, methane will degrade, meaning that it will no longer be methane. But if you look at the carbon dioxide, the lifetime is many times. And if you look at methane, it is there only for 12.4 years, but it is 28 to 36 times more global warming potential than carbon dioxide. Okay, so methane is one of the major challenge for global warming. Okay, so if you look at carbon dioxide as one unit, the strength of greenhouse effect of methane is about 28 times of carbon dioxide. But if you are looking at the time that it will be there in the atmosphere, methane will last for about 10 years, nitrous oxide for about 100 years, but carbon dioxide for more than 1,000 years. Okay. So because of this, people are saying that we can harness this potential of methane to reduce emission for economic growth by like capturing methane and using it as an energy source, produce energy. Okay, number of benefits that we can get out of it. In India, for example, one of the initiative of National Institute of Animal Nutrition and Physiology, yeah, Indian Council for Agricultural Research institution, is a program called Harit Dara. What is this Harit Dara? This is a feed supplement. So if you give this feed supplement to cattle, the amount of methane coming out of cattle will reduce substantially. So India has a huge cattle population, and so one of the biggest source of methane in India is actually cattle. And by changing the food of this cattle, the idea is to reduce the methane production, but at the same time also increase milk production. That's the idea. Then you also have another initiative in India. One is called as India GHG, that is a global warming gases program. Okay, so this also is attempting to greenhouse gas program, which is also attempting to reduce methane by involving industry. And the government is also having a plan called a National Action Plan on Climatic Change, NAPCC, in which, for example, solar mission is one of the plan and so on, and under which also the methane issue is being addressed.